Glory be to God. It's November 15th, 2023. I wanted to put this video out before you continue to watch the video that you're watching right now. The videos that you're about to witness is past videos that I'm just now releasing to everyone. This was part of my purpose, part of God's will, to expose the enemy, because that's what the Bible tells us to do, to expose the enemy. This is a learning video. The videos that I put out is not to disrespect my wife. It's not to embarrass her, because I love my wife. I'm in love with my wife. I've been through this journey of spiritual warfare for a reason. And I hope everybody looks at these videos with a spiritual eye and a spiritual mind. And if you don't know the Word of God, get into it, read it, have a better understanding, and then come back and look at these videos. My videos, they all will have dates on the videos, so you can watch them in order. It's a reason why you have to watch them in order. You're going to see me grow in these videos. You're going to see how God maneuvered and changed things in my life in these videos. These videos is for everybody out there that may be going through the same thing I'm going through, but don't have no answers. Well, in these videos, I'm going to show you what spiritual warfare looks like. I'm going to show you how to fight and know the strategies of the enemy, like the Bible tells us. Why they do what they do. Trust me, I searched all over YouTube for the last 8 years, and I haven't came across nobody that's really had video evidence of demonic demons controlling people that they love, or somebody explaining through their experience on live of what just took place and why it's happening. I need y'all to go back and watch my testimony series so you can have a better understanding of who I am, and watch these videos in order. I will put the dates on them, and my thumbnails will be color coordinated for the years from the time I started until today, and what changed and how did it change, because it's different type of demons that control, and they all do something different, and I'm gonna break every single one of them down on how they do and what you have to do to fight it based off God's word. I thank y'all. I love y'all. And just know I did this for y'all. I did this for y'all. I love y'all. I don't even know y'all, but I love y'all. I love it. I love each and every one of y'all, because this was bigger than me. It was bigger than me. It was bigger than my wife. It was for y'all. This is what God wanted me to do. Enjoy the video.
Glory be to God. It is July 14th, 2025. Let me try to explain. So, for the last week or so, last 2 weeks, I've been seeing videos on my timeline, on my YouTube algorithm, saying God is about to open their eyes. God is about to open their eyes. And I know God speaks to me through these videos, these apostles, right, that I'm assigned to. Synovia taught me, and Tequila Coleman. These women are bad, but the thing is, the last month or so, my heart was hardened. I'm in the promised land. I'm in restoration. Me and my wife still hasn't begun to talk yet, but my heart was hardened to the point I'm like, okay, God, what's going on? When is my wife gonna start talking to me? But it got to the point where I was like, I really don't even care. I know I could be with any woman I want. My wife ain't being, I don't see anything happening to my wife. Meaning God's wrath, his judgment. I don't see it. I don't see it. Now, I noticed when I picked up my children, normally my wife will come outside, she'll strap them in. Now it's like, let me know when you're here. I'm going to send them outside, right? I'm going to send them outside, and that's it. And when I seen that, I was like, okay, I remember Synovia saying that they will go through a point where they're in shame, where they can't even look at you. And it's been like this the last two pickup with my children. When it felt like she couldn't even look at me, right? And I couldn't look at her. Like, it got to the point, and I made a video speaking how I told her I hate her, and this, that, and this. And I'm like, okay, God, when you gonna do what you gonna do? When is this judgment? When is this wrath? Because I'm looking at it like, when she goes through this, it's bringing us closer together. When I know that she's going through the wrath and the judgment, then I know God is moving on my behalf and things is starting to move, right? And I'm looking for this stuff to happen. But part of me is like, I don't want to have nothing to do with her. And the enemy, he's been putting these thoughts in my head like, yeah, she slept around, she's defiled, she ain't gonna never be the same. The way she was kissing you, she was kissing this man, and she was, I'm thinking to myself, like, even today, I'm like, yesterday, I'm like, I don't want to go nowhere she went with this dude. I don't want to go. If she went to Hawaii, I won't never go to Hawaii. Not with my wife. Not gonna happen. Right? To the point I was like, okay, I'm doing your purpose, Lord, but I really don't want this woman. I don't want her because she's been defiled, right? I'm gonna make all this make sense. So I drop off my kids yesterday, and she tells me, when you drop them off, just call me and let me know, and I'll come to the and send them up to the door, right? So I do that. I don't go to the door. She comes out, she's dressed up, and I'm saying, like, the thoughts of, now I'm instantly thinking, oh, okay, she about to go out. She's trying to, she's about to go out. She's trying to do this. She's trying to, or she just came back from hanging out with whoever, because that's what she does now. Every time I get my children, it's for her to go live her best life. And I remember driving home, God was like, maybe she's trying to look impressive for you. Maybe she's not. She's trying to look good for you. And I never thought about it like that. I never thought about it like that. And I was like, yeah, that could be the case. Maybe she is trying to look good for me. But my eyes didn't look at her trying to look good for me. My eyes looked at her trying to look good for somebody else. And then on top of that, part of me wants to see my wife when I drop off my kids, but then another part of me don't want to see her because my heart was hardened. Even when she said something, I'll be like, and I'll just turn around and act like I didn't have nothing to say, right? Here I am, I'll get dressed up, try to look good for my wife, but once she says something to me, I don't have nothing to say back to her. And I really don't say, like, I'll mumble something and then just get in my car and drive off. And that's what happened yesterday. So this morning, I wake up early, or was it last night? I think I prayed to God, and I'm like, God, I'm tired of being alone. And I'm complaining to God, like, I done did everything you want me to do. I've been doing everything you want me to do. I've been forgiving her. I've been doing this. I don't have my children. I don't have no relationship with my children. My friends don't talk to me. I don't have no relationship with my sisters. My wife ain't talking to me. God, I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of not having intimacy. Like, I know I could pull other women. I know I know who I am. I know females done flirted with me. Like, and I'm just saying all this to God, like, God, I've been doing everything you want me to do. I'm being looked at like I'm crazy. I ain't had nothing go my way. Nothing financially go my way. Nothing with my wife. I don't see nothing from my wife. She ain't speaking. She ain't going through no wrath. I don't hear from my friends. I don't hear from nobody. And I go to sleep. I wake up this morning. My friend Marche hits me up. She called me, but then she left a message saying, hey, I ain't heard from you in a while. Just trying to see how you was doing. My homeboy June texted me, was like, yeah, Pharaoh, which is his son, told me that you bumped into him, because I left him a message, yesterday. He just now getting back to me this morning. Then my wife had a message. All of these messages was on my phone when I woke up. She left me a message that was for 53 seconds. So I'm looking at the length, and I'm like, okay, what is she What is she, what do she want? So I listened to the message. Here she go talking about me doing the girl's hair. I done spoke about this before. The enemy try to use this one on me. You know, how you gonna allow the girls to be with you and their hair looking a mess and you ain't trying to comb their hair and you ain't trying to do this? And I was gonna text her back and I was gonna, you know, say, well, I don't do hair, right? And then I was like, I was gonna say some other things about, well, I remember a time when you wasn't doing their hair, when I picked up the girls for a couple weeks, their hair wasn't done and it was bothering me. And then I was gonna get into, you know, you got me paying child support, but I don't see you, my girls don't have brand new shoes. And what are you using this money on? Are you using this for all your sex partners? You know, this, that, and this, right? Because I'm like, you make enough money. You got a roommate that's paying you rent. You make enough money to pay the rent and to be able to live. So my money, which I don't mind paying the child support, but I'm like, I don't see nothing coming from my children is benefited from it, right? So I type all this out, and then I get to thinking, why would she send that? Why would she send this text this early in the morning? Like, you didn't tell me this a couple hours after I dropped them off. Why you wait till 7 o'clock in the morning to tell me? I said, okay, this is an attack from the enemy. Don't respond, Rashad. That's what I was being told through the Spirit. Don't respond at all. Delete the text, because I was going to leave her a voice message. She left a voice message. I was going to leave a voice message. I said, don't even respond. I said, either this is an attack from the enemy or God is testing me. And I looked at it like, well, maybe God is testing me to see if I'm growing, to see if I'm going to engage, because the word says don't engage in foolish arguments. Even though everything I had that I was going to say was going to be valid, he didn't want me to engage. So I left it alone. I said, if it's God, if God was trying to test me, I won't hear from my wife no more for the rest of the day. If it's the enemy, then the enemy's going to continue to ask, why you ain't answering my text? Why you ain't answering my text? I haven't received that text. I haven't received a text saying, why you haven't answered my text about the girl's hair? So I said, okay, that's a test from God. He wanted to see if I was going to be able to discern the attacks of the enemy. So I'm at home right before I go to work. I'm looking YouTube videos. I see 2 videos by Synovia. One was about Saul, right? When God blinded him. He was in his free will. He was about to go kill some more Christians. And then boom, God blinded him, and he knew it was God, and he was changed like that, right? He was changed like that. And what I took from it was, I'm over here looking for God to give my wife wrath and judgment, which she's going to have to go through something. But God had to remind, like, he's like, Rashad, you boxing me in. If I want your wife to change like that, I can. So I'm expecting my wife to change like that. And him and God releasing my wife to be able to see, right? To see me for who I am, and to know that God, whatever he's going to do to my wife, she will know it was God and God only. That was the first video, right? I saved the videos, so I will have them in this video. I'll show y'all the videos because I saved them. Then the second video was older brother, the roles has been reversed, and it was talking about the prodigal son. When the prodigal son came back, the older brother, and I knew when I heard her say this, I knew it was this. God sent this video for me to see, because the older brother was crying out to his father like, look, I've been loyal to you. I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. I've been loyal to you. But soon as my brother come back and he spent all your riches, you're celebrating him. And when I heard that, I started laughing, because I just had that same conversation with the Lord that night. Lord, how you ain't did nothing to my wife. I've been loyal to you. I'm the one that's out here looking crazy. I've been loyal. Ain't nobody, I'm not being helped financially. I haven't, ain't nobody watching these videos. Nothing. And then the second part of the video, it goes into God had it hard in my heart to show me what my wife been enduring through this whole time. The enemy's been using her. He showed me a glimpse of what I've been going through. Like I said, I wanted to see my wife. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I wanted to see my wife. But when I got to her, I didn't want to see her. I wanted to see her, but when I was there to pick up my kids and I would see her, I didn't want to see her, because my heart was hardened. My heart was hardened. So God had to he had to flip and let me sit in the way my wife was viewing me. Like I said, it was plenty of times. 1 minute she'll love me, the next minute she'll hate me. 1 minute she'll love me, the next minute she'll hate me. 1 minute she wants to deal with me, the next minute she don't want to deal with me. That's how I was with my wife for the last couple weeks. Last 2 pickups, seeing my children. 1 minute I want to see her, then when I get ready to see her, I don't want to see her. She say something to me, I'm kind of like, you got your nerve to be acting like ain't nothing happened. You got your nerve. I'm saying this to myself, like, you got your nerve to be treating me like this is normal now. When me picking up my kids, like you didn't do anything wrong. But here you go, living your free will, and I'm in the house, in a room, when I had a 5-bedroom house. Here I am, not able to talk to no women, not able to flirt and communicate and talk and go out and have fun, but you able to do whatever you want to do. I have to let go and take the peace of God. Not saying that my wife ain't gonna get what she deserves, because God is a just God, but I can't expect her. I can't look for it. Let me say that. And I gotta have grace for her. I gotta have grace, because God is gonna wipe, because what the video was she was saying, God is gonna wipe the slate clean. And I had to accept that some of this is my fault. Not being obedient, not releasing the videos when I was probably supposed to release the videos. But going forward, with our slate clean, she will know that God needs to be in the middle. I will know that God needs to be in the middle. And it will be all 3 of us. It will be all 3 of us. with God in the middle. So God will be in the middle like it was supposed to be. When I first met my wife and I told her whatever problems we have, we will go to the Bible, and whatever the Bible tells us, that's what we're gonna agree on. If I believe this, and you believe this, and then we go to the Bible and I was wrong, but the Bible says this is what we're gonna do. I will pray for my wife will pray for me. We will come together and we will pray for each other and whoever else. But I gotta let go of what my wife did to me. Betrayal, sleeping with other people, doing whatever she wanted to do. I have to let that go. And that's, that's part of this restoration. God had to show me both sides of what she was going through with her hardened heart. And I have to have the peace of God and give my wife grace, who couldn't help that the enemy was controlling her, that the enemy hardened her heart and blinded her. She didn't have anything. She couldn't help it. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this video, end this video, but I hope I was very clear. Shout out to Synovia Taught Me. Those 2 videos, God spoke that through her to tell me at this time when she recorded it. Remember, God don't live in no time and space, so it ain't like she made those videos today. Those are previous videos that I watched, but I wasn't in restoration at the time. And she says it. This is for people that are in restoration. And I know I'm in restoration. I know I'm in restoration. Thank you, Synovia, for allowing God to use you, to speak through you, to sit in everything that's hard to sit in, to put these videos out. And thank you too, Tequila, because Tequila was leaving some notes on her page that when I read it, I felt like God was speaking to me. And this was like yesterday. I just can't remember what she said. She didn't make a video, but she left, some notes. But I'm gonna end this video. I love y'all. I'm out.